We're excited about a special performance that's coming up tonight. It's going to be featuring a local music celebrity and hopefully an up-and-coming music celebrity as well. Son of Mark Chesnutt, Casey Chessnutt. Thanks for joining us again. Casey was on earlier this morning here at Fox to let us know that he's going to be opening the show for Tracy Byrd at a new venue. This has got to be sort of an exciting deal for you.
I'm excited about it. I've been looking forward to it all week. I've been getting ready and geared up for it. I talked to Tracy Byrd's band. I talked to Tracy a couple times, and looking forward to working with him. He looks like he's got a lot under his plate he wants to share with me. So I'm gonna get excited about meeting him today and working with his band. It's
got to be exciting playing with Tracy, who obviously is a local legend or a national legend, and of course your dad getting a lot of experience and education from your dad as far as the music scene too. You taking a lot of that into consideration whenever you're putting your own stuff together?
Well, putting your own stuff together, what do you mean by that?
As far as your music choices, your influences, things like that. I mean, it seems to me in talking to you that you're sort of leaning toward the old style of country music.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of kind of the newer stuff. It's more pop than country.
Yeah.
And I grew up, and it's some people that's country to them, and that's understandable. But I grew up a different way with a different style. Yeah. So that's what my dad raised me on, and that's what I've kind of always stuck to. Is just I like the sound of that kind of stuff, and I know you do as well.
Yeah.
We talked about this earlier, and it's just kind of something I feel right doing the right way to do it. That's what he's always told me, it was the right way.
And in doing your musical influences and I guess the direction that you're headed, do you do a lot of writing on your own? Do you try to do any of that kind of stuff? A lot of entertainers like to leave the writing to other guys. Some of them choose to do it themselves. What's your approach to that?
Dan, I don't got a lot to write about quite yet. I'm only 17, but
are you really? You're only 17.
I'm only 17, but I tell you what, I have a lot of help with it. A lot of guys come to me with ideas, and recently this past Tuesday, I had a guy come up to me at the Elegante, and I was just picking guitar, and he said, "Man, I'd like for you to play me a song about whiskey." I said, "Why is that?" He said, "It's my favorite drink," and he was kind of getting a little tipsy. And
yeah.
I said, "You got anything original under your belt?" So I just kind of started thinking about stuff, and he turned around and he goes, "By the way, make it a love song. My wife just left me." So I kind of came up with something at the top of my head, and and man, he fell in love with it. So I wrote it down. I recorded it on my iPad while I was playing it live, and I wrote it down, and that's going to be one of them cool stories you tell about how you got to writing a song, and that happens all the time for me.
Would you mind playing a little bit for us real quick? Do you need the notes too? The ones that you wrote down, or is that the song you want to play now?
I got the paper that I wrote down that night after me and that man talked.
Casey Chessnutt, he's opening up for Tracy Byrd tonight at Jerry Nelson's Hill Country. Doors open, I believe, at 7 o'clock. The show starts at 9 o'clock. Get on out there and support our local guys, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, I don't have a pick, but that's okay. All right. Let's see if this is something I kind of wrote down after I talked to that man. I called it "I'll Stick to Whiskey."
All right.
When you left me again, you told me you're gone and I was wrong. Now I'm gone as the wind, I can't even speak, my lips are numb. I drown myself in some